tell you guys how I start my horse's bridleless riding. So far I've trained two, both Remington and Apollo, to ride without a bridle and just a neck rope. So the first thing I do, which in my video that I show here in just a second you'll see, is that I start with a halter and a lead rope, or a bridle. And so I always make sure I have them listening and ready before we even try to attempt to ride without a bridle. I like to make sure I have a stop, a turn, and a backup. Now if your horse doesn't listen to you very good with a bridle or a halter on, I would not try this. It's dangerous. These animals have a mind of their own, and you can get seriously hurt. So my suggestion is to start with a bridle or a halter and a neck rope, and see if you can get them to follow your commands with a halter or with just a neck rope while you have the halter on them, and then to also start in a small area. If you start in a big area, there's more of a chance of them running away and you getting hurt. So if you start in a small area, like I start in my yard here, there's only one or two places they're going to go. They're either going to go over here and eat grass, or they're going to go back to the stall.
So this is an example of me starting off. I've got my halter on, I've got my lead rope there. Most normally I loop my lead rope around and tie it back to the halter so that I have more rein-like control. But I've done this for quite a while with him, so today I'm just showing you guys just basics of how I start him off. So we've just got the halter, making sure I've got my whoa, my backup, my turns, and of course there's a few moments where he's going to want to eat grass or something, and I mean, they're going to do that. They're horses, so he's going to just go and listen pretty good, and then I'll continue on down the road.
Then you can unclip the bridle or halter and take it off when you feel ready. So to start off with, we go for a nice walk. He and I have done this a lot, so this road doesn't lead very far, and he's rode down it tons of times, and he's used to everything. So I've got my neck rope, and we just nicely walk to begin with. Now for quite a while, I started off with a halter or his bridle and my neck rope, and then I gradually switched to where I could take the halter or the bridle off and just go with the neck rope, and he's gotten really good.
Here we're going for a nice walk. Just make sure he doesn't spook at anything so he can see everything. If there's a cow that's different or something that he hasn't seen before, he sees it. That way whenever I start trotting or even cantering, he's used to it and it's not going to be a big spooking issue. So that's a bit of a safety thing there that I try to do, is just let him have a look around. Here we're going for a canter. I like to canter him away from the house to begin with. That way we're not heading home and he doesn't just decide to bolt and take off to the house. I have pretty good brakes on him, but you never know with the horse what they're thinking.
I hope that you guys seeing how I started these two helps you guys a little bit learn how to start your horse bridleless. Just be safe. Make sure that your horse listens to your cues. Make sure they really know and understand stop, back up, turn, slow down, or speed up. He's not perfect. We still have a long ways to go, but he does pretty good. These guys are really good horses. I ride them consistently 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week. So they get a lot of exercise and a lot of handling. I also just ride them around the house a lot in a small area. That's how I started these two. And then we gradually went out on the road a little ways. I constantly ride this dirt road with them. So they definitely know it. They know all the spooky stuff around it. And actually there was a bull right next to us where we were filming just a second ago down the road. And he didn't care. So if your horse is calm, you trust them, and they'll listen to you, have a go at it. But just do it safely. Wear a helmet, please. And do everything you can to make it a good experience. Also, Minnie. Yeah, just make it a good experience for them. And definitely start in a small area. And I'm definitely not a trainer, so please do not do this if you don't feel comfortable, and don't take everything I'm saying. I'm just showing you guys how I started my horse. This is not an everybody do it thing, or a do it this way, because there's probably 100 different ways to do this. This is just how I did mine. Good boy. Yeah. So, if you want to ride bridleless, make sure you either ride with somebody that can help you or have somebody there that will help you. Don't try it alone the first time, please, and be safe.